I think the matchup is way better than what people are giving it from what I've been hearing from certain people and everything. I think Sean Strickland is definitely got his ways of winning this fight. DDP definitely has his ways of winning this fight. It's a toss-up. You can sit there and say, oh, no, man, you know what? Strickland's going to take him. No, Du Plessis is going to take him. You don't know, because one of them has never been 5 rounds. One of them has been 5 rounds a lot and does better in a 5-round fight than he does in a 3-round fight. He's the champ now. I don't care what you say when you put that belt on. Normally, that fighter gets just a little bit better. He's a little bit tougher.
Speak for yourself, man. I know exactly who's going to win. If you guys want to know the odds, I know the odds, and my odds are 100% that Sean Strickland's going to win this fight.
All right. I like that.
No, look,
I like that.
I got to be honest, though, after what Sean did to Izzy on the feet, and I know that Dricus is a way different fighter. Stylistically, they are completely different. Izzy and Dricus are completely different. One is more of a bully.
Yes.
One will walk you down, throw big shots. He will take a shot, give a shot. All of those things he does very well. He can take a shot. He can deliver a shot.
He's got a chin.
He's got a chin. He is enormous. I don't know if you saw those grappling videos that I just saw was released, where he tapped out like 5 of the Gracie guys, or 4 of them, and then beat one in the finals by points. But he beat 5 of them, I believe. I don't know if Dave can pull that up, but 4 of them by submission. And so his grappling is a lot better than people are giving him credit for. The problem I think that people are seeing with him is that he doesn't do it with a whole lot of style. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like it's very open. He's open to get hit. He is he's a little wild, little crazy. He doesn't
He's aggressive.
mind. Yeah, he's aggressive. He's aggressive. And so those are the things that I think he's going to have a hard time with. Where Sean stays very composed. He stays very true to his technique. And so, in that being said, I think that's where Sean's going to be able to excel. And that first round is going to be a very telltale in terms of how hard does Dricus push, knowing that it's a 5-round fight. Does he fight wild and crazy, or does he not? That's going to be a concern, I think, for people that are supporting Dricus, because if he doesn't stay composed, John, he could end up gassing himself out. We've seen him do before, though, in the second.
How many times have you seen him gas himself out?
A couple times.
Yeah. Which tells you what?
That he's got to fight a different fight this time.
You got to fight smarter, or else in that type of 5-round championship fight, the nerves are going to be a little bit more. The pressure is going to be a little bit more. And all of those things tend to drain your gas tank just a little bit more. So you need to be prepared. And I'm not saying that he's not in shape. He is in shape.
Yeah.
But he has got a Michael Chandler style of I go.
About to say that.
I go. And that's the way Du Plessis is. And it's worked for him. But it's always going to come up against that person that, it's a little bit different. And, they accept the pressure a little bit better. And, they return things a little bit better. And it just doesn't come as easy. And then all of that starts to build up against you. Like I said, Du Plessis, here's the difference in the way I look at this style. Du Plessis throws a lot of wide looping shots. He throws big, heavy shots. He wants to hurt you with everything he hits you with. And he does kick the legs well. But the one thing you'll notice out of Strickland uses the Philly shell as his kind of basic stand-up, but he doesn't blade like a boxer would with the Philly shell. He keeps his body fairly square, which is unusual. It's difficult for someone to do correctly, but it allows Sean to deal with the kicks that are coming his way from fighters, because he doesn't really have a lead leg sticking way out. And so he's able to deal with someone trying to kick. And when they try to kick, he automatically counters. Mm-hmm. It is just his style. And it's like, you want to try to kick at me, I'm going to hit you every time that you try to kick. And then it tends to slow people down from doing that. It could go to the ground. Like you said, DDP's got a good ground game. Sean Strickland's got a good ground game. Sean Strickland is no fool on the ground. He doesn't like to be there. He doesn't want to be there, but he can be, and he can take care of himself. And he's very good at getting himself back to his feet. Du Plessis is very good at mauling people and manhandling them on the ground. So we're going to see that contrast of which one is it? Is it DDP that can get that takedown and keep him there? Or does Sean Strickland do what he normally does, and that's get himself back to where he's in that stand-up.
Well, Johnny Eblin made it very clear that Strickland, he can take him down, but he's like holding him down is a different story.
It's different.
He's very good at establishing his base and building himself back up when you don't think he is, when you don't think he can. He's like, no, I'm sitting him to his hip. As soon as I sit him to his hip, boom, he's able to base himself back up and one leg starts standing up and he starts working his way up the fence, whatever it is. He's like, to me, Johnny Eblin's one of the best in the game, if not the best 85-pounder in the world right now. And he's really good at making the exchanges from the stand-up to the wrestling. And when he gets on top, he's good at controlling the positions and making you work and hanging on you. The thing is, though, the difference between what I look at Johnny Eblin and his wrestling, he's more of a traditional style wrestler where Dricus is somebody that will maul you. He's like, he's not, obviously, I'm not going to try to compare him into Habib, but what I'm going to say is that Habib likes to say like that maul, I want to maul you like bear. I want to
maul you. I'm going to smash you.
Yeah, I'm going to smash you. I want to control you.
But, and here's the difference. I think you're right. He's very Habib-like in that he does smash people on the ground, but he doesn't do it with the technique that Habib does it. He does it with strength and power.
His physical size, I think, is going to be a problem for Strickland if it does hit the ground. Being able to hook sweep him or elevate him a little bit so you can dig your underhooks and start to work your way back up is going to be a problem if this fight hits the ground, if Strickland's on bottom. But I think on the feet, if Strickland can avoid in the first round and a half, avoid the big shot in the first round and a half, I think he's got a good chance of just coasting through, not coasting, I shouldn't say that, but he's got a good chance
There's no coast.
of picking and choosing his shots, making him defend the take or making him to work for the takedowns if he does try, and just snipering him. Just boom, small shots, bap, bap. Kind of what he did with Izzy, where he didn't overcommit on anything. He touched him, hit him with the jab, snapped his head back, and made him realize, okay, look, I'm there to be hit. Now I got to move my head here and here, whereas Sean knows what the answer is. Every time you move here and move there, he's used to it because he has a very simple game, a very simple complex. It's very complex as well, but it's a very simple game for him to just touch you with the jab, and then he sees which way you keep dipping, and then he hits you with the right hand or he hits you with the uppercut. He does whatever it is. He baits you into where he wants you to go. He doesn't look like when you listen to Sean talk, John, people are like, man, this dumb country kid, this da-da-da. He's a very smart fighter when he is out there. He knows exactly what he is doing. And so I don't want people to overlook Sean. I know that it's hard to say that now that he did what he did to Izzy. But Dricus is one of those guys that can actually bully him around the cage and land big shots and potentially put him away. And even try to bully him into easy takedowns or get a takedown to control that top position and maul him like a bear. So there's ways that Dricus can do it. It's a matter of how Sean can defend it in the first two rounds. Because if he starts getting taken down early or he starts taking big shots early, it starts changing the game. Like how Sean changed the game with Izzy in the first round. When he dropped him, the fight changed after that. The fight was a completely different fight after that.
Yeah, I look at it. I think both of them have, if you're going to look at it, there's game plans for both of them to look at that were successful in moments. It's, to me, if you're in Strickland's corner, you're saying, hey, I don't care about winning the first round. I care about making him work in the first round. I don't care about even winning the second round. But from then on, we're going to start to take over. And as soon as he starts to show a little bit of fatigue, we're going to step on the gas a little bit harder. And I want you to just make it to where he is in the position of going, I can't maintain this volume. I can't maintain this pace. And as soon as that crosses his mind, it's a different fight. But now if you go back and watch, and I'm sure that Du Plessis has, go back and watch what Alex Pereira did against Strickland. He used body shots. He used body shots to set up that beautiful left hook that ended up putting Strickland down. And if Du Plessis is smart, he's going to look towards those body shots. And the real thing that most people, they will not go after the body shot with Strickland because his hands are not that high. And they're like, his body's protected. Let me go after the head. Well, Alex showed, nope, go after the body. The body will allow you to get to the head even better. And there's all kinds of different, ways to look at this fight. I think that the ability of Sean Strickland to maintain and control where the fight will be, if he can do that and he can push Du Plessis Doesn't have to be in the first round. Doesn't even have to be in the start of the second round. But somewhere in that second round, Du Plessis starts to be on his back foot. Look out. Fight's going to start to change directions, and it's going to start going in Strickland's way. Du Plessis has the power to hurt him. No doubt about it. And he, look at just his fight with Robert Whitaker should tell everyone, the guy's good.
Yeah.
The guy's good. He can fight, and he is tough. He will take a shot to give a shot, like you said, which makes him dangerous.
100% agree. Okay.